okay, is basically what do you want your healthy version of yourself to look like, okay? What do you want to eat as your healthy version? What do you want to do, think? We're coming at you live through the app this Wednesday, and we're going to be talking about overeating. And if you overeat, here I have some hacks that you can try and see if that will help with your habits. But for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Nicole Cheney, and I am a nutritionist, and my specialty is child nutrition. I have a degree in child nutrition, and I do help moms reduce sugar in their household. But let's get right down to the video. About overeating, okay? Overeating can happen very easily with the portion sizes given to us at restaurants, the big supersized drinks at fast food restaurants, even snacks nowadays where you can go out and buy them. They come supersized, like the family size pack of bag of chips. Who here can sit and eat a whole bag of chips, and you buy the big one so you can last all week, but then you end up sitting there eating it all and you just feel terrible afterwards, right? This is what we're going to be talking about and how we can kind of like get over it, okay? But disclaimer first, okay, this is how to break the habit of overeating. Sometimes when you overeat, there is a medical condition underlining medical condition. There we go. And some of these may help, but if you do have that, you should go seek a medical profession, and they will help you with that. Okay. So the first tip here is use the power of rules versus general guidelines. Okay. So the general guideline is you'll eat whole 20-80, which means you eat whole, like cleanly, 80%, and then 20% is cheat, okay? Now, there was a study done by psychologist Glenn Livingstone that he does not believe this will help you overcome your overeating, okay? He states it is better to set very well thought out rules surrounding eating and by setting yourself up for success where you completely eliminate the need to decide in many situations, okay? So for example, you can choose not to eat pizza 2 Fridays every month, and then when those 2 Fridays approach, you know what not to eat, okay? Now, how to kind of look at this in a different way, okay, is basically what do you want your healthy version of yourself to look like, okay? What do you want to eat as your healthy version? What do you want to do, think? Are you going to be exercising? What specific foods are you putting into your body? How do you feel after you eat? How do you feel overall as a person in your healthy version of yourself, right? I don't know, maybe after this video, you can take a paper down and literally just write off like what you want your healthy version to look like, okay? Once you've done this, you can actually figure out, you can set rules. How you're going to reach these goals going, this is what I want, and to get what I want, I have to do this, right? So for me, I wanted to eat a lot more fresh food. So I wanted to eat fresh vegetables and fruit. So I started planting and gardening. I have an indoor garden with microplants and herbs, and then I have an outdoor garden when it's not wintertime for more fruits and vegetables, okay? I always have some kind of fresh fruit or vegetable surrounding me at all times, which is awesome. You can just go out and pick whatever you need for dinner, or inside, I can just pick whatever I want for dinner or for lunch, and it's awesome, okay? And that was what I envisioned myself doing, was growing my own food, having fresh fruit and vegetables all the time, learning how to preserve it so it never went bad, and just stuff like that, right? So that is my healthy version of myself. So you have to figure out what your healthy version of yourself is and then set rules around it. Does that make sense? Okay, so the next one is, let me take a sip of water here. Okay, the next one, say goodbye to dieting. And I cannot say this enough. A lot of those fad diets out there, they cut calories, they cut out food groups, and that is just not good or healthy for your overall health, okay, to do stuff like that. You can live a healthy lifestyle without cutting out any food groups, okay? You do not need to cut out any food groups to live a healthy lifestyle, okay? And you do not need like a huge calorie deficit to lose weight, okay? And if you actually stay at a huge calorie deficit, like if you have more than a 500 calorie deficit, it's going to start slowing your metabolism, and it's actually going to counteract what you're trying to do. It's going to slow it down, so your body is going to be like, instead of eating the fat cells that you want to be eaten, they're actually going to start storing more because it's in starvation mode, okay? And it's going to slow your metabolism down. It's going to be even that much harder to lose weight, and it's going to mess with your hormones, especially us females over 30, okay? When it starts messing with your hormones, you have to do a hormone detox, okay? I had to do that after my second child. My hormones were out of whack, okay? And I did it all through food. My doctor wanted to put me on hormone pills. I was like, no, I'm going to do it through food. Doing it through food is a much more natural way. It does take a little bit longer, but it does reset your hormones, and you feel great afterwards. Your metabolism starts working better and everything. So I was estrogen dominant, so now my estrogen progesterones are very where they're supposed to be, and they go up and down like they're supposed to, okay? And my metabolism has gone up, and I'm losing fat and getting tone in a much quicker rapid rate, okay? So after giving childbirth, that could just be one of the things that like a lot of females like especially over the age of 30 have a very hard time losing that baby weight after they give birth, and that could just be one of the reasons. But saying goodbye to dieting is just so much better mindset. You get a better relationship with food when you don't restrict yourself in any kind of food group or calories, okay? And you also create a healthy habit that will last you a lifetime, because when you're on a diet, you eat a certain way for say 2 to 6 months, okay? This is roughly when people diet, like give up at 2 months, or they give up around 6 months, and they normally gain the weight back. And it's because they actually didn't take the time to correct their habits along the way. They just were like, this diet says I can't eat this, so I'm not going to eat this. It wasn't an actually healthy detox for their bad habit and introducing a new good habit, right? So dieting, don't do it. Eat whole foods, eat healthy, change those habits, okay? You got this. The next one is focus on fiber, okay? Fiber intakes means that you're adding more filling food options, and it helps keep those blood sugar levels even, okay? And some studies have even shown that when you eat a lot of fiber, it actually carbs those cravings, okay? So some like fiber-rich foods could be lentils, beans, oats, chia seeds, flax seeds, dark leafy greens, berries, and pears. So, like when I say fiber, it's not like, brand. Like a lot of people think. You can actually just do it with a lot of fruits and vegetables. For me, we are, for the most part, plant-based. We do have meat products in our lifestyle, but we do mainly just eat plant-based, and it's because we focus on fiber, and it has helped our bodies run a lot faster and just feel better, and we have so much more energy with it. Okay, so just focus on fiber. The next one is don't skip a meal. Okay, when you skip a meal, you get an imbalance of blood sugar, okay? And when this happens, you can get food cravings and become irritable, okay? That's the hangry that people get. I get hangry. I do. I'll admit, I am a very angry person if I'm hungry. So stay on top of your meals and eat. And eat healthy and focus on the fiber, okay? The next one here is going to be mindful. And this is just trying to be mindful eating so you stop binging, okay? So when you start being mindful of what you're putting into your body, so starting to eat healthy, trying to eat every single meal, staying on time, once you start doing that and your body starts functioning properly, you have this hunger hormone that you actually start becoming in tune with your body. I have done that, which is, it's awesome. Okay. I found that big meals just suck for me. They make me feel heavy and lazy afterwards. Okay. So I get fresh fruit. I get fresh fruit. I get a smoothie, I get muffins, and it's like gradually throughout the day I'm doing this. I'm gradually eating, and it's just literally when I have this cue that I'm hungry, and I just eat. Like, roughly normally we have dinner anywhere between like 5 and 6 at night, okay? But today I was like, I'm hungry, and it was 3:30, and I was like hungry for a meal. So we had dinner at 4. And my girls were fine. They got some, like, this is yesterday, yesterday. This happened yesterday. And they were fine. And before they went to bed, they were like, about half an hour before they went to bed, they were like, oh, I'm a little hungry. And they had some strawberries and raspberries, and they were great. They were great. And they didn't even faze them because, you know what? They were hungry at that time too. And I think it's just because we were just more active that day. But me listening to my hunger cues, I still didn't have like an evening snack or anything like that. Like, I ate because I was hungry, and then I, like, you know, just being more mindful. You can get used to that hunger hormone and like how it feels. Okay. The next one is, and it's the last one, and this is kind of like important, and it's start movement. And this does help with overeating, because with being mindful and becoming more active and focusing on healthy foods and fiber, you understand the cues that your body's actually giving you. Okay, if you actually like listen to it and really like get in tune with your body, and you can actually tell when you're hungry with this. Okay, and you can actually tell, kind of like, your body will tell you what it wants, and it's weird. Okay, for me it is, at least. For my personal experience. So, sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. So, we started doing, me and my husband, this past 2 weeks, we started doing bodybuilding workouts, okay, 3 times a week. And what I found my body wanted was more protein. So I got creative, made some protein infused muffins, a little chocolate mug cake that's high in protein, and just getting more protein into me the way that I like it. Okay, I am not those little protein shake girls. Not me. So I did it in a fun way, right? And I made pancakes with protein infused in them, and cookies, and my body loved it, and it's exactly what they wanted. Like, it's exactly what my body wanted. And it's just like your body feels better afterwards when it gets what it wants, right? So working out, you can actually just like start getting in tune with these cues of it, okay? And I know it's like weird, this person's talking about hunger cues and like all this, but when you start actually looking into your body, like looking inward of how you feel after you eat, after you put something in your mouth, how do you feel afterwards, right? When you eat something and it's like, was I really hungry? Because if you feel like crap afterwards and still hungry, you probably weren't actually hungry to begin with. It was probably like, oh, maybe I'm thirsty. When I first started this, as soon as I felt like I had a hunger cue, I drank water. And if my hunger cue went away, I was thirsty. And in deciphering between the two cues your body gives you is like amazing when you do that, because you're like, oh, I'm thirsty, let's get some water. Oh no, I'm not hungry, I'm thirsty. Oh, I'm not thirsty, I am hungry, I need some food. And it's just great. But that's what I help moms do, is just figure out their hunger cues, get them a good relationship with food, and then so they can pass down their knowledge of food to their children, and to give the children a good relationship with food as well. Because especially with my girls going into school, I have found that nutrition is definitely not taught. How It should be for a child, definitely, okay? Definitely in school. So I definitely try and break that down for the moms. But let's do a quick recap, okay? So the first one is use the power of rules versus general guidelines. So that's really focusing on the healthy version of yourself right there, okay? The next one is saying goodbye to dieting. Just eat healthy. Just generally eat healthy and you're good. Focus on fiber. That's like lentils, beans, oats, flax seeds, dark leafy greens, berries, pears, like good fiber foods. Don't skip a meal because that's when you get hangry, you get your cravings, you get irritable, and your blood sugar goes low, and that's when you can just like binge eat too. When you get like so hungry, you just binge eat. So don't skip a meal. Be mindful. So that's again, be mindful of what you're putting into your body. Be mindful about how you feel after you put that something in your body, and just looking inward and trying to figure out your hunger hormones and what your body is actually trying to tell you. So just like slow down for a moment and really like sometimes making a food journal is actually a great way of doing that. Is just what did I eat, how did I feel, and how long apart did I eat? Should I have something in between in there? And just kind of like that, you just need to figure out what's best for your body because every body is different, right? Every body functions a little bit differently. So just being mindful of that and just trying to figure out how your body works is great. And then number 7 is add more movement to your life. And that's not like going out to work. Like I'm just go walk your dog, right? Just start being a little bit more active than what you're normally used to. That's all that means. Okay, and that's our video for today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and you can like, share this video out, and hit the subscribe button if you want, or in the description below, if you're watching this as a replay, you can download the app. But I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.